Hello, hello everyone. Welcome to the Simon Says Stamp Peace on Earth, aka October 2021 release. I have pretty much everything here to show you guys. So, disclaimer as always, these products were sent to me. I work for Simon. I don't have to do these release and review videos. I just like doing them to show you guys. I get a lot of requests. It's a nice way to just see it in real life, you know? And then it just gets my ideas going. So the release has already been gone live. I've been behind with life as always. But yeah, there are stamp sets and wafer dies and stencils and embossing folders and bling and other new products. There's a lot. This is a big release. It's pretty fabulous. There's fall stuff, some Halloween, love, Christmas of course, a bit of Thanksgiving, all kinds of things. So let's just dive right in. So let's do stamp sets first, just cuz. So first off, we have the Holiday Messages Ornament set. So you have a solid ornament image and a little topper. So you can stamp that in whatever color you want. And then you could heat emboss the little topper, and then the sentiments all fit within that. Super cute. There is a coordinating wafer die, and that's what I will use most likely more than the solid stamp, because I like the idea of the ornament. Although what you could also do, you could stamp this in a really light ink, like a distress antique linen, really pale, and use that as a guide to do a watercolor, effect. Let it completely dry and then heat emboss the sentiment. So many ideas, but I like the idea of the ornament. So stamp, you could just die cut a whole bunch of them, stamp with sentiments, add little ornament toppers, I don't know, this one's really cute. So there's that one. Then we have the Heart of Christmas stamp set. So you have this cute little heart tree and then a whole bunch of sentiments that you can build and mix and match. There is kind of a coordinating wafer die, but it's also a standalone. And of course that's one I didn't die cut. I had it because I had it in the package. But it's the outline, which you could use to die cut this, but then it has its own freestanding outline. Does that make sense? So this one's really cute. Like I said, I forgot to die cut it. I was putting everything together. And then the neat thing too with this, and I'm keeping everything kind of together so I don't forget this, is Simon, with a couple sets now, has a stencil that specifically coordinates with the stamp. So the stencil, after you've stamped the image, will line up. So you don't even have to do any coloring, which I'm just yes, especially with, if you're doing a bunch of Christmas cards. So you can do one color and then you line up the next portion. You could do another color. Then you line up the final portion and you can do the color. There's the star and the base. How fun is that? I love it. Love it. That would work on this too, on the little wafer die. So, loving that. And yeah, I'm just, the packaging that the stencil came in, that's what I just popped it all into. Because keep my life easier. And so that I know, this goes with this, goes with this. So there's that. And then another one that they did is the Holiday SPRIGS stamp set. So you've got all these little images and then sentiments. This one has a coordinating wafer die set to die cut everything, including the sentiments, which love. And then same thing, this one has a coordinating stencil that you can use to color all of the different portions of this. So you've got the greenery, the berries, just like so, everything lines up. Same with that one, two different, so you can do two different colors for the leaves, etc., etc. And even the candy cane. Love it. I've been saying that for a while now. I like seeing this. I like seeing these sorts of coordinating things. You know, more and more companies are doing this. It's like there's stamp sets, wafer dies, foil plates, stencils, etc. Like you can kind of mix and match what you want to do. You know, you just like the stamp set, great. You love to color, so stamp set and coloring, great. You like having coordinating dies, great. You don't want to color, but you like the image, you can get the stencil, you know. I really like. So we got those. And then we've got a couple of CZ Design Christmas sets. So we have her holiday silhouettes, so like a traditional holiday set. So you've got little tree images and little stars and whatnot and little candy canes, sentiments, like very traditional. And there's coordinating wafer dies for everything. So just really cute. And then we've got this one, which this is the CZ Design Sassy Christmas. And this one I just got a snicker out of this. It's like, let's be naughty and save Santa the trip. All I want for Christmas is one silent night. Just 8 interrupted hours of quiet. Only visit people once a year. Santa's a genius. Santa's watching. That's not creepy at all. He knows what you did. Love it. Love it. Love it. It's the best. So yeah, this is right up my alley. Like, So yeah, coordinating wafer die for all of these sentiments. These bells ain't gonna ring themselves. You catch my drift. Love it. Seriously. Seriously. So we got that one. And then we have this stamp set, which actually there's a wafer die that kind of goes with it. So there's this one. This is the Let the Gourd times roll. So you've got gourds, aka pumpkins and gourds and whatever. And then just punny sentiments. Let the gourd times roll. Here for a gourd time. Happy Thanksgiving. Oh my gourd. You're the best. I miss you. The oh my gourd. Makes me laugh. So this stamp set, there's a coordinating die set that will die cut those out. And then there is a sentiment wafer die, which I had everything kind of in order, so now I'm gonna mess it up. Yeah, so there's the oh my gourd. I can't even say that with a straight face. Wafer die. So that really goes with this, and it just makes me laugh. I don't know why, you just say the word like, oh my gourd. So there's that. And then there's this that also goes really nicely with it. It's the Pumpkins stencil. So that's the stencil. This is definitely one, well, no, if you taped it down, you probably wouldn't need pixie spray because all of these pieces are very connected. I'm just thinking because like sometimes more detailed open stencils might need pixie spray, but one like this, not so much because it is like all the parts are connected. But still, if you want like a really crisp spray with pixie spray, stick it down, you know? But yeah. This will work so nicely with that sentiment. Oh my god. Again, I like the punny sentiments. They just crack me up. So this is my jam. And this set, I get a kick out of it. I just think it's so cute. So that's those. So I'm gonna set that aside along with that. So we got that. And then we have this one's gorgeous. This is the snowflake edges. So great big 6x8 set. So you have a great big long snowflake panel. So this would work on like a slimline card or any card because you could stamp it and rotate it and stamp it again to do like a full card if you wanted. And then you have like a corner piece and then flat pieces depending with like stitch lines as well. So just depending on how you want to orient it on a card. Several sentiments, a few individual snowflakes. Love it. Just love. It's like, I just want to, you know, heat emboss, do some ink blending. It's just pretty. I love snowflake sets. Can never have too many in my opinion. So I got that one. And then we have the winter birds set. So you've got like greenery and then different little winter birds. You got your cardinal and other winter birds and then just some gorgeous, you know, classic sentiments and then a bunch of other extra little sentiments. There is a wafer die set for this that will die cut everything, like huge wafer die set because this is a big set again. So love. So there's that one. And then we've got the XL Christmas Greetings stamp set. Love. Great big sentiments, along with some companion smaller ones. Be merry, sending Christmas cheer, wishing you so much love and peace, happy holidays. Love this. And there is a coordinating wafer die set for this as well, which I always love, because I love the coordinating wafer dies. So we got that. And then we have several background stamps. As always, Simon's backgrounds are red rubber on cling foam. Fabulous. So this first one is the Leafy Leaves. This is another one. I just want to heat emboss this, and maybe I'll do like my Nouveau color powders, my shimmer powders. That would be beautiful. Do that, or just some ink smushing, or you get really fancy and like watercolor, you know, ideas. I like this. I like, yeah. So there's that one. And then there's the Holiday Stems and Berries. So much detail to this. This one you could pretty much almost use this in all year. Like you could do tone on tone. You can do it like, you know, Christmas theme, but you could use this like pretty much all year round just as a basic greenery background, you know? So we got that one. This one's a fave as well. This is just the Geometric Snowflakes. This is another one where it's like, I want to heat emboss this and then just like throw color at it and let it do its thing. Because I love when I heat emboss and then you have all those little raised edges and then the, you know, the color, whether it be watercolor or sprays or whatever, they'll settle into those different areas and you get all that like variation. This will also look gorgeous, like just metallic heat embossed on any cardstock, you know? Like emboss this in silver on purple, etc. Like, love. So got that one. And then this one's cool. This is the Winter Seals set. This one is a set of 4. However, all of these, not only the centers pop out, but the frames do as well. So you've got 4 different scenes or backgrounds and then 4 different frames that you can interchange with all of them. So you can use these as like a little circle centerpiece on your card or use them to make tags. Because, you know, get some circle wafer dies and just stamp like a bunch of them, die cut them, punch a hole in it, and then you've got cute little tags and stuff. And then yeah, you can interchange whichever frame you want because this all just pops out. So that's neat. I was like, that's really cool that you get that just as a one background stamp, but it's not. It's all these different options as centerpieces. So we got that one. And then we have the Star to Star background. This is another one. I just want to heat emboss and throw color at it. Like definitely all year round sort of a thing. This would be good for grad. This would be congratulations, Christmas time, birthday. Stars can be for anything. Yay, you were promoted. Stars. I'm just like, woo, throw confetti at you. So anyway, I like that one too. I like everything. I'm biased, so take it as it were. So we have that, and then we have the Build-A-Plaid. This is a big one. So the neat thing with that is these are all separate. So you can pop them off, and then you have these great big solid stamps that you can create your own plaid pattern with. Or you could do like ombre, like backgrounds, like go like darker to lighter with the stripes too. That could look really cool just depending on what you do. So just sort of a neat take on building a plaid. So there's that one. And then we have a ton of wafer dies. There are so many. So this first one is the Filigree Slim Plate. So this is a slim line size. So it's 8.5 inches tall. So it will completely cover a 3.5 by 8.5 slimline card. Isn't that gorgeous? And of course, I don't know if my camera's picking up, but there's also piercing detail throughout this as well. So it's very, very detailed, very gorgeous. So that's the Filigree Slim Plate. Set that over there. And then I literally have a stack here of things. So we have the Aurora Snowflake. This goes really well. It's similar to that stamp set. But obviously Standalone Wafer Die. Detail as always. Simon has some of the most amazing snowflake dies because they've come out with so many for years. And I've just collected them. And they're so perfect for just everything. Like I said, you can never have too many snowflakes. So that's the Aurora snowflake. And then we have the Harmony snowflakes. So there are 3 in this set. And this is an A2 size, by the way. Just to give an idea of the size and everything else. Alrighty, so we got that one. Set those aside. Then we have the Laurel Leaves background plate. This is a full A2 sized wafer die. Tons of detail. Again, love. And this is an all year. Great for Christmas, but this works with anything. You can have little critters on here. Spring, do fall colors, etc. Like leaves for me all year round. I just love it. So it's the Laurel Leaves background plate. And then we have the Delicate Leafy Branch. This is another one with a ton of detail. And again, just an all year round, depending on how you want to use it. Could cut it from vellum, just to add like behind sentiments, etc. You could die cut multiples of them, you know, do a whole card, all that sort of a thing. So it's a Delicate Leafy Branch. And then we have the Fine Petal Leaf Branches. This coordinates, I have to literally move a box out of the way. This coordinates with what was released last month. Last month we had the Fine Petal background plate. And that was this. I just die cut it from watercolor cardstock and give it a quick wash. But it's, see, they match. So if you've got the plate, you can have that to coordinate, but obviously they work just as well on their own. But all that detail, again, love it. Love it. So got that one. And then we have this really cute, this is the Vintage Christmas Station Wagon. And here it is. So I put him together. Super cute. And actually the door does actually open on this. Like, how cute is that? So you got your tree and your station wagon, and yeah, just cute. And a decent size again, too. So it's a Vintage Christmas Station Wagon. Then we have the Joyous Christmas, which is huge. So this is the word and the outline, just like so. Really big, because you can see like across an A2 card, it's actually wider than that. So this will take like center stage. So I die cut it from glitter cardstock, and then the outline I die cut from vellum. And the cool thing, and I made sure to double check, is previous release, like the Stamptember release, Simon released the Joyous Christmas hot foil plate. And I was pretty sure, I was like, these have to be the same size. And they are. So if you've got the hot foil plate, the outline for this will die cut it. Yes. I will be more likely now to use the hot foil plate because now that I have an outline wafer, because I struggle lining up like words. That's one thing with backgrounds and that sort of a thing, just random images. I can line up with foil, like not that big of a deal, but sentiments get a little more, and I like having my sentiments separate because, you know, I just have my quirks. So I'm just glad it's like, ooh, I can foil like a bunch of these and then die cut them and then stick them wherever I want, or you could just do that. So you got options. I've literally been sitting here playing with this forever. Anyway, that's the Joyous Christmas Wafer Die. Speaking of hot foil, there is now the CZ Design Mary hot foil plate. There is a wafer die that came out, I think last year. I'm not sure. I'm running out of time, but I did foil it just cause. So I foiled it and it's beautiful. Is that not gorgeous? Again, I could just sit here and be like, oh. So yeah, this is another like good size foil plate. So you can just kind of see it like on an A2. This is bigger. This is like 5.5 square, something like that. But yeah, I'm getting it. I haven't done much foiling for a while. I was really struggling. I wasn't getting decent results. And then I realized that I had 2 shims in my foil plate, which was working for a long time, and it wasn't. So I removed one of my shims, and then it was like, oh, all of a sudden things start foiling. It's just, you gotta practice. So I'm kind of excited now that I've like figured it out again. So really fun. So I got that one. And then along with CZ Design, we have the Merry and Bright, which is the word and the outline, as well as little snowflakes and some little stars. I might have lost one of the stars. It might have grown legs and walked away, because that does happen to me a lot. It happens. There's 3 stars anyway in the little wafer die set. So yeah, you get the word, the outline, snowflakes, 3 little stars. Again, a good size. Love it. So that's the Merry and Bright from CZ Design. Then we have the Joy, large Joy, which it is. This is a good size. So it's the word and the outline. I love that. I immediately want to add like a little sentiment strip, you know, just joop. It's like the perfect size for something like that. So that's the large Joy. And then we have the large Rejoice, also big, decent size. You have the word and the outline. So I die cut that from silver glitter paper and the outline from vellum, so it's all beautiful. And then we have Happy Hanukkah from CZ Design. This is another good sized one. It's wider than the 4 1/4 inches, so it'll fit really nicely. Landscape orientation on an A2 card. And same thing, I did silver glitter paper on like navy outline. Just really pretty. And then we've got the Thanksgiving die set. These are huge. So you have 2 different options. So you have the thanks word and then the giving. This can be popped out. All these letters pop out, so like you could have them just open like a window, or you could stack them. Options. They stayed in when I die cut it, so I was like, ooh, I'm just gonna leave that in place because I like how that looks. So yeah, this one's huge. So that's that one. And then there's the Thanksgiving word and outline. And again, this one is enormous. Just to give you an idea of size. So you get both of those in this pack. And then last but certainly not least, we have the Hello Sweater Weather. So I die cut it from white, and then the outline just from some aqua cardstock. There's another one where it's just like big, you know. So we got that. And then we have this really cute pack. This is the Susie's Holiday Tags watercolor prints. Just like all other Susie watercolor prints, these are printed onto the smooth side of distress watercolor paper. And what I loved about these is they're literally tags. So you've got 2 of each design. And what is really fun about these is there's 2 styles of tags. So you have this like rounded edge and then a standard edge. So you've got all these cute little images. So you get kind of like 3 sets of each. These coordinate with this is old as heck. This is, oh, I found a little star. I found it, my little star. Told you, you find them eventually. Large Tags Wafer Die Set. This came out forever ago. This has been out like 6-7 years ago. I don't even know. It's been forever. This is one of my favorite tag die sets, and I've still never separated it. I bought this years ago. The neat thing with that is these do coordinate. They're just slightly larger. So even though these are solid wafer dies, you can see, you know, so you can line it up inside that outline and die cut them. Or you can easily trim these because like straight edges, even the curved edge, like they'd be so easy to cut out, but they definitely will work with these wafer dies, which I was like, sweet. I really like this. Like this is just, and they're cute. They're so cute. So I will link to that tag wafer die set for those that might not have it. I highly recommend that one because again, that is one that I have used over and over and over again. So it's a must-have in my opinion. So we got those, and then very many pre-printed sentiment strips. So we've got the burr and reverse burr. So the reverse ones are the black printed onto the white cardstock. As always, all these are toner printed, so you can run these through like a Mink machine or laminator with foil reactive or like toner reactive foil. So you've got all the different sentiments, different options for each. So we have, yeah, burr and reverse burr. There's From All of Us Christmas, so Merry Christmas from our home to yours, holiday blessings from all of us, etc. Or From Me Christmas, so I am missing you this Christmas, from me to you, from my home to yours. Depending on what you send out, how you phrase things, you know. Both options with both of those. And then lastly, we have the Peace on Earth, reverse love, peace, joy, and love, peace, joy. So wishes of hope and love, may you find peace. Sentiment strips, they work with, you know, some of those wafer dies. I'm obsessed with these. I have been using these more and more and more. And I now have a huge stack, which I'm going to get to one of the other little products in a second. So we have all those. And then we've got stencils, just standalone stencils. So we have the geometric snowflakes. This is similar to the background. This is a slimline stencil. Love it. Love. Glitter paste would look amazing with this. This would also look really pretty to run this through with the rubber mat to emboss the cardstock, like dry emboss, and get that little bit of detail. And even though it's slimline, like you could just do a strip of it and like put that down like the center of your card if you don't do slimline cards. I like a lot. So that's the geometric snowflakes stencil. And then we have the berries and leaves. This is another one that you can pretty much use all year round. You've got kind of a wreath sort of a image. I like how it leaves the center, so then you can put your sentiment, you know, regardless of how you do, like, you know, A2 card rectangular. So you could just do that and it'll fill the outer area. Add your sentiment or an image, die cut, whatever. Love. So that's the berries and leaves. Then we've got the CZ Design Just Trees. That coordinates with her traditional Christmas set, both her sets really, because again, it's just trees. So, love it. Can't go wrong with that. And then this one is just, oh, love. This is the snowflake cluster. This is definitely one where you're gonna want pixie spray to hold this down. Like, you could kind of tape it, but obviously you're not going to be able to get the edges then, depending on what you're doing. But a stencil like this, it benefits from the pixie spray, because then you can have it down and then do some spraying or some ink blending, all that sort of a thing. Love it. Layer it with those snowflake wafer dies, add a sentiment. Beautiful. So we got that one. And then we've got this one. This is the Peace, Joy, Hope, Love. Isn't that cute? So cute. I want to just use like some just stencil paste, you know, just a basic cute little background, but also like you could ink blend, do different colors. So many ideas. I love it. So we got that. And then we have some new 3D embossing folders. I was really excited when this showed up because there's some Halloween ones in here. So we have the Tangled Web embossing folder. And of course I did all these on Nina Desert Storm. The detail is just, oh, like either side looks amazing. You know, so the normal way has all the web pieces raised up. But even the back with the web like imprinted, it's so fun. I love it. I love it. Mine are all kind of curled up because I lightly mist my cardstock with a little bit of water before I run it through, and that just gives it a better impression, you know, and then when I go to adhere it onto the card, it's going to be fine anyway. So that was the tangled web. So we had tangled web, then we have cute ghosts. Isn't that cute? They're just cute, like it says. So we have cute ghosts. And then this one, I still can't get over the detail of this. This is the Halloween mandala folder. And same thing, like the reverse of this, like the detail is something else. Like I can't get over the detail. I just love it. Love it. So there's that one. And then this one's a non-Halloween. This is the magnetic embossing folder. Just gorgeous, like the detail. And again, either side looks absolutely amazing. Isn't that neat? So we got that one. We have 2 sets of bling. We have the Midnight Sparkle sequins and the Autumn Sky sequins. Just beautiful, pretty, blingy loveliness. So we got those. And then Simon released 3 types of specialty cardstock. My camera is going to lose its mind. We've got matte gold, you get a pack of 10. Matte silver, a pack of 10. White glossy cardstock, also a pack of 10. The white glossy is 100 pound. These two are 90 pound, like just a good weight. Love it. I love matte gold cardstock. I use this stuff all the time for sentiments. It's beautiful, and yeah, my camera's like freaking out. There we go. So got those. And then last, but certainly not least, actually, there are also, and I'll just include the images here, there are 2 sets released. These were stamp sets that were released last year, I think. Yeah, they now have coordinating wafer dies, because when people request and there's enough like interest requests, so they're selling them as a combo set, but you can still get like the stamps and dies separately, I'm pretty sure. So I'll just post images of them and then I'll have links because I don't have them on hand. But those were released, so if you've got the stamp set and you wanted the wafer dies, etc., those are now available. And then, last but not least, Simon has come out with these fabulous things. So we've got Positively Everything cardstock sleeves. So these are 9.5 by 12 inches. They are sturdy. Like, yeah, the back is even thicker than the front, which is kind of neat. So they will hold like an entire pack of cardstock. So, yeah. Love. I'm going to have to get a whole bunch of these. So you get a pack of, you get 6 sleeves per pack. Like these are heavy duty, like a lot. I'm gonna start rethinking my cardstock organization. So got that. And then this, I'm actually really excited about this. So there's Positively Everything clear pockets. You get 10 pockets in a pack. And these are 5.25 by 6.25. And the great thing about these is I'm gonna have to like peel off my labels. I've just been putting my sentiment strips in like stamp storage sleeves for forever and putting labels on. So these are a little bit smaller than that. Not a whole lot, but the size is perfect for like card fronts or if you want to store cards that way, I guess. But for me, I'm literally going to use these to start organizing all my sentiment strips because they fit in there perfectly. You can actually close the top of that and it's got a little flap, you know. So then, because like once I start cutting them up, I have all the little pieces, everything, so they'll all fit in there. So that's fabulous. And again, they're like heavy duty. So you've got those. And then these coordinate with this. These are the Positively Everything storage boxes. So you get 3 of these little storage boxes in a pack, and it actually shows on the back of this little, let me get it out of here, the little like label insert, it shows like how to assemble them. They're super easy to assemble. So they come flat, and all you got to do is just reinforce the other folds. Like very, very, very simple to reinforce all those folds just like so. So then all you do is go zoop, zoop, and then the little tabs on here pop right in. And then the top one. How cute. I love it. What I plan on doing with these is, like I said, I'm going to use these to store all my sentiment strips. Because I have, obviously, pretty much all of them. I've ordered extras because of the ones I use a lot. And what I plan on doing is I'll have them all labeled. So I'll have this, I'll put my labels on them, but then I'm going to store them by like theme. So I'll label the side to like Christmas sentiment strips. Thank you. Like, you know, keep them by genre theme, because that has been my issue. I've had them piled up in a container for over a year now, and I just keep throwing in the new packages, and then I don't know what I have. So when I saw these and then realized like what, you know, what's going on, I was like, oh, this is so perfect. So then I'll be able to like have them on a shelf, be able to see at a glance. It's like, oh, I'm making thank you cards. I'll grab the one that has all my thank you sentiment strips, or Christmas, or whatever. Love. So I'm not sure how many can fit. It depends, I think, also too, like how much you put in the, you know, little sleeve. But you can obviously fit quite a few, because there's like 3 packs or something like that just in here, and there's a ton of space. So I'm actually really excited about this. I haven't yet thought of like what other things, other than maybe like because I want to cut down more of my like white cardstock into 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 pieces. So to have one like sitting on my desk that's like full, so I can just grab, you know, a piece of cardstock that I'm going to stamp on, ink blend, whatever. So yeah, I'm excited about these, mostly to store my sentiment strips. Oh, and the Susie's watercolor prints. That's the other one I'm going to do as well. Have those all stored, and then I can label aside and say same thing like florals, Easter, Christmas, whatever, because I've got a stack. Like I'm gonna have to order more of these. I'm gonna have to order more of these. I'm gonna get more sleeves. Kind of excited to slowly start like organizing my things. I like this a lot. And everything's got like Simon's cute little teal thing. This would also work too if you wanted to give a gift to somebody with like a bunch of cards in it. That would look really cute, you know? Yeah, you could fill this with a bunch of cards and envelopes. Yeah, ideas. So there was that. And then this wasn't part of the release, but I thought I'd mention it. I don't have the other colors to show, but I'll link to them. Simon was able to restock the Positively Everything tool, which I love. I have several. They had sent one to me when they first came out a couple months ago, whenever it was. And I love them. I use them as coasters, that especially, because I knock things over all the time. In fact, I have my little smoothie that my kid got me. So yeah, I use it as a coaster because of like condensation. It just can sit in there and not get everywhere. So I use mine as coasters. You guys see it in my videos. My heat tool sits on it. I've placed it for my ink pads so it's not sliding around. Anyway, they restocked, but they also released a bunch of colors of this. There's like 8. I think it's 8 new colors. So again, I'll link to it with everything else. I'm gonna get the colors as well because I think they're cute, and I want more of them. Like I legit want more of these. I think I have like 3 or 4 right now. But yeah, I want to get one that I'm going to keep next to the sink for when I'm cleaning my brushes, because this is really nice. After I've done, you know, all my splatter and everything and my brush is full of paint, have this in the water with some soap. And because of the little like grooves and everything, it helps get all that out of my brush faster. So I'm not sitting and like using my hand, because that's usually what I used to do back in the day. So, and they're really good too for opening jars if you struggle with that. Any sort of jar lid. How perfect. And yeah, I need to get a couple more so I can put them in my kitchen too. Because they just come in handy. I love them. Again, I thought I'd mention that. I'm quite a fan of this. These come in really handy, and they're like, I think they're $5.99. They're not expensive by any means. So they're just a nice like all around tool, and I love them. So that was the Peace on Earth release in a nutshell. I think I covered everything. Thank you guys for watching. I'll have videos of course coming, making things and showing things and all the fun little things. And like I said, I will have links below the video to my blog post. It'll be picture links in the blog post. You can see everything. If you don't already, you can follow me on my socials. That's where I usually post more like sale info, random updates. I'll post every time I post something new, you know, new video, etc. Those also a way to get updated, because even though if you're subscribed and you can click the little bell for notifications, YouTube is just notoriously bad sometimes about, like, people have been subscribed to me for years and like they're like, oh, I missed you, you haven't uploaded in so long. I'm like, I just uploaded like today, but they don't see it. So hope that helps. And yeah, thank you guys tons, and I will see you all very soon in the next video. Bye.